Hi everyone, I'm Asha. In this video, I'm going to talk about the assurance of learning process and the improvements I made to the process and creating a Power BI dashboard using a master list. Basically, assurance of learning process is a system used to measure how well students did in a particular program or a unit and whether they achieve the certain expected outcome or not. This process involves collecting data from assessment, analyzing results, and using those insights to improving teaching method and curriculum. Now let's look deeper into this AoL process and what are the improvements we can make for the process. This is the current AoL process. You can see all these steps here. It's pretty straightforward. The problem with this process is uh, when accreditation manager come up with the list of outcome units, they have to create AOL reports in Word document manually. Imagine we have 10 outcome units. So the manager has to create 10 Word files. As an example, I will show you guys the template. Then this is the current AOL report template. At the moment, usually the accreditation managers has to fill all these yellow highlighted areas. After accreditation managers received the confirmed AOL reports, they has to create a master list. When creating this master list, they has to key in all the data from those reports manually. That's also pretty time consuming. When imagine when there are 20, 30 outcome units, this can be really time consuming. So for as the process improvement, I suggest an automation system to create those AOL reports automatically and another automation system to extract the data from AOL reports to a master list. This is the list of outcome units. We can see necessary details such as unit code, unit title, location. And when we press this button, it pop up the text like this. It says select the AOL report template. Then I will select this template. This is very similar to the one I showed earlier, the one in the Word document, but this one is in Excel. I choose this template. Then I will choose the folder where I want to save it. I will save it in this folder. Then it will give a text like this. The process is complete. We can go to the file that we saved the folders. And these are the 10 files that Excel created automatically. And you can see the file name. It has automatically combined the unit code and the unit name. And this is how the AOL report looks like. It has filled all necessary details here. And another important thing is the unit company only has to fill the numbers here like this. Then it will automatically calculate the percentages and it will show the sum. It will show how many percentage, how many students and what is the percentage that not meeting the requirement, meeting the requirement, and things like that. And these columns are protected. You cannot change those. You can only edit those cells. The previous automated process I explained was for creating separate AOL reports. And this process now I'm going to talk about is extracting data from completed AOL files to a master list. You can see here is an empty master list. And you can see a button here. Let's press that. And this is the folder we saved our AoL files. And here we will see the process is complete. Here the percentages are all zero because I use the newly created one. Let me import this again. I have created another duplicate file set for this one that I pre-computed all these data. Yeah, now you can see I have changed the folder. Then this is the one that completed the data. And you can see the percentages are showing here clearly. By using these automations, it's not only saving time, it actually reducing the human error. Imagine if you have uh, 10 outcome units or 100 outcome units, we don't have to fill those individually, which means reducing the human error and saving time. As the last step, now let's see creating a dashboard. To create a dashboard, I will use a separate master list. This is the master list I'm going to use to create the Power BI dashboard. It has 198 data, and let's go to the Power BI now. This is the dashboard I created by using Power BI, and this is the master list I showed in Excel. I imported it to the Power BI, and we have the competencies table here, and we make the connection from competency table to the master list. Then let's go back to the dashboard. First, I will talk about this graph that shows the data trend by years and study periods. In this graph, when we bring our cursor like this, it clearly shows the year, study period, and average of exceeds, or like this average of meets, and here the average of does not meet. And if you want to know the exact percentages by course, we just has to click like this, Bachelor of Accounting, as an example. We can see data very clearly. More importantly, when we are uh, changing by using these slices, it does not only change one graph, it changes every graph in this dashboard. It actually changes the slices also that relevant to these changes. It's actually pretty impressive and very useful. As an example, this graph shows the trend by year. Imagine we want to know the trend by year, but also from the major. Then we just has to click the major. It shows the yearly trend by the major. And now let's see if we want by the unit code. Then we just has to choose the unit code. It changes everything. And same goes with the location also. We choose the location. The yearly trend changes with it. Not just yearly trend. All the graphs here changes with it. In the same way, this graph shows the trend by the competencies. As an example, if we choose a year here, it will show the competencies percentages by the year. Especially this graph is plotted to show the hierarchy of competencies. First one is category, area, and competency. At the moment, when we bring our cursor here, it shows the category. But if we drill down, it shows the area. And if we drill down further, it shows the competencies. Now let's talk about this graph. This graph shows the percentage of students who met the benchmark and the percentage of students who didn't made the benchmark. And as the legend, we can see the unit codes here. If we bring our cursor here to show the unit code and the percentage from the total. If we want to know the student percentages of meeting requirement and not meeting requirement in a specific year, we can just select the year here. Then it will show the percentages like this. If we want to see it from the location, we can choose like Sarawak. It shows the percentages for the Sarawak. If you want to see the Hanoi, it shows like this. And if you want to see the particular course, then it shows like this. That's all from me about the AoL process and the improvements I made to the process by using Excel and VBA codes, and especially then creating the Power BI dashboard. And thank you for listening.